Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I wanted to talk a little bit about Kyle Rittenhouse, the Kenosha shooter. His trial is currently ongoing. I don't know what the outcome of it is going to be, but so far, it seems to me like there's like not only has the defense established a clear case for self-defense, but the prosecution has also established a clear case of self-defense through the witnesses that they provided. Um, but that's not what I was going to really focus on here today. What I wanted to do is this video is really targeted towards the moderate Democrats, the ones that are kind of like in the suburban areas. My question to them is, if there is a riot in their area, right, in their neighborhood, who is going to come and protect them? Okay, it's not going to be the police. All right, police are trained that if there's a violent situation, they respond with overwhelming force. If they don't feel that they can respond with overwhelming force, they do not enter that area. They establish a perimeter around that area to contain the violence within that area. And if you happen to be inside of that perimeter, you are on your own. You got to be able to defend yourself, defend your family, defend your kids. Okay, so the police are not going to enter a riot zone. They only respond to situations where they know that they can safely enter or relatively safely enter. If the situation is completely out of control, like I said, they're just going to establish a perimeter and try to keep that violence contained. Okay, so the police are not going to go there. I'm not going to go there, right? People like me aren't going to go there because basically we're businessmen, right? In my mind, I'm thinking, all right, how can I keep myself alive so that I can get back to my house and protect my family? Okay, so I'm thinking about my family. I'm not thinking about your family. Okay, I am interested in protecting my immediate neighbors, right? Because if somebody let's say, burns down my neighbor's house, all right, there's a good chance that after they burn down his house, they're going to come burn down my house. Okay, so I have a vested interest in keeping my immediate neighbors safe, but I would not venture out beyond walking distance. Okay, so I'm only interested in protecting my immediate neighbors and my family. Okay. So I'm not coming to save you, okay? If you're one of those moderate Democrats that we're addressing here in the suburbs, okay? So who would be the type of person to travel, okay, to your neighborhood and protect you, okay? Well, who does the military recruit? They recruit 17, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds. Why do they recruit them? Because these are the type of people that are willing to take those type of risks. Okay, I wouldn't do it. Most other people at this stage of life that I'm at or close to it are not going to do it. In fact, the majority of police, most of them, right? If you look at a police department, you're going to have a small number that are going to be in their early 20s, but most of them, they tend to be in their 30s to their 40s. They already have their own families, right? To them, the job is a means of supporting their families, and if they get killed, then the job is kind of useless to them. So they're not going to take unnecessary risks. They're only going to enter a risk situation that they feel that there's a high chance that they are going to to be able to survive it. Okay, they're not going to take unnecessary risks. It's the 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds that take those kind of risks, and again, that's why the military really targets them. My personal opinion is that, hey, if you're not old enough to buy a beer, if you're not old enough to buy a pistol or rifle, the military does not deserve you. All right, you should not be. You should not be taking those type of risks. If the government deems you a child, right, not old enough to buy alcohol or buy guns or engage in other adult activities, then you are a child and you should not be defending adults. Okay, but that's kind of like a side note. Okay, so this message is kind of aimed at those moderate Democrats who look at Kyle Rittenhouse as, let's say a wannabe cop or a vigilante. Okay, but keep in mind that that's the type of guy, okay, that is going to come and save your ass. When you're inside that riot perimeter that the police are not entering, Okay, and in all these cases where there were riots, I mean, that's exactly what the police did. They established a perimeter. All right, they contained the violence within that perimeter. Whatever happened in there, hey, you're on your own. You probably have a better chance of surviving of pretending that you are one of the rioters and going along with the riots. Just so you can, so that they don't think that you're not one of them and kill you. I really don't mean that, but if the police aren't going to come save you, people like me aren't going to come save you because I got other responsibilities. The incentive is taken away from people like Kyle Rittenhouse to go in there and protect you. What are you going to do? Okay, you better be able to defend yourself because you're on your own. Okay, so just some ideas out there. I'm not saying that they're even 100% right. It's just what my thoughts at the moment. Watching pieces of this trial. I'm not watching the whole thing, but I've seen some of the key points about it. So drop some comments. Tell me what you think. If you think I'm wrong, by all means, tell me I'm wrong. I mean, this is how I feel at the moment. So if you're not a member of my channel, subscribe, hit that bell button so you get notifications. I'll talk to you soon.